Shalom. This is second videos because I want to confirm that what is my opinion between E1b1b and E1b1a. E haplogroup are derived from DE, and the E haplogroup considering is African or Hamitic lineage. But the earlier Jewish DNA confirmed that haplotype E has been in the near Middle East, the still in African continent, and the Middle East that has been there. So considering as E, sometimes as the between the Semitic and Hamitic, since the J1 is the Middle Eastern DNA. So let me tell you the difference between what's my opinion and what I see in the society tells in what I feel about it. The E1b1b found in a Jewish haplogroup. E1b1b is not only African Jews, but also from the Europe and Indo-European Jews, which is the Sephardic considering to be African, Ashkenazi considering to be Western Europe, and also found in Ethiopian Jews and Indo-Europeans, Indian Jews, found E1b1b. But this haplogroup is only found the Jews in E1b1b, not E1b1a. E1b1a is not found amongst Jews in Ashkenazi or Sephardic, or I am not sure today the Ethiopians, they might found the E1b1a Jews because of the it's more closer, the Ethiopians are closer to African, sub-Saharan African than the Middle Eastern, and then sometimes in the East Indian population, the Jews might found E1b1a, but still not confirmed. E1b1a is the haplogroup of Niger-Congo speaking tribes from the Senegal, Mali, all this West Africa, the coast of Golden Coast, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Cameroon, which is called the Niger Kordofan speakers, or the Negroid, the tribes, or the Bantu tribes from the Igbo to the southern Africa in east, toward Kenya, Uganda. A high sequence is found in E1b1a populations. So that the question was asked, these are Jewish haplogroup that when I speak to the those who claim to be the Jews of West Africa, E1b1a is the Jews and E1b1b is Esau. But if you say that whole population of Jews in the Middle East, in Israel, can be denied being a Jew, but the Arab. Let me tell you, in my opinion, to correct some words, because I'm disagree about E1b1b is Esau and E1b1a is a Jew. Okay, let me tell you, this is more concern to give you more clarify the deeper answers. Since the I don't know how long the history, but it is goes over some hundreds of years. The European excavated in Africa. The Portuguese came to Nigerian coast, the Biafra, and coming to in trade. That's the after 1492 in the Inquisition. I told that there were some Jews from Iberian Peninsula, Sephardic Jews, entering into Biafra. This is number one. But I have another opinion for you. Okay. The Nigerian, the Biafra, are the Bantu, are the E1b1a. And most importantly, remind both E1b1b and E1b1a is E1b1. In E1b1a and E1b1b is no difference. There's a twins. The if you say E1b1b is Egyptian, then Kushite or Kush is E1b1a. No matter of fact, the Nubians of Niger Congo speaker is found in northern Sudan. It is called Noba, in the southern Kordofan mountain, and their traditional tribe still inherit the old customs, and they speak the similar tongue with the West African, and considering them as Bantu-speaking tribes. And they are living in the southern Kordofan on the central Sudan, in today's northern Sudan. And the original Nubians today, before they say they mix with Arabs. So they physically look more as sub-Saharan African and no different than Igbo tribes in Nigeria. Very similar physical appearance. So E1b1b is Egyptian, E1b1a is a Kush or Nubians, and both today Egyptian and Sudanese are very similar. They are one people. One of the history is the same country. Remember, there is a tribe called Joseph. And Joseph married to Asenath, the daughter of priest of On, who was the priest of the Egyptian priest. And he was not the Israelite. And I believe, he was worshipped the pagan god, and he was a priest. But his daughter Asenath was given to the Joseph. The Asenath is the mother of Ephraim and Manasseh. And Ephraim and Manasseh, E1b1, A and B, and the twins. So that they are tribe of Joseph, tribe of Israel, and still Africans, pass on through the mother's mitochondrial DNA. And since then, there was no difference how you can tell. So whomever, maybe the darker one, maybe number A, and the lighter one, number B, but E1b1 comes from the same lineage of E, which is also coming from DE originally. And the Hamitic DNA, people will say it's a Semitic, but many Jews in the Middle East or even Ashkenazi Jews have E1b1b. So why today there is no E1b1a Jewish lineage? In my opinion, when Jews migrating into Southern Hemisphere, the number of people faded away from their customary cultural heritage. And they were faded into the tribes in Africa, but only the prove that their blood lineage is E1b1. And if it is A, and that's a proof that the E1b1a can be the Jewish lineage, because both lineage are coming from E. And they might had the earliest connection with the Jews, but the since the heritage is faded away, they're no longer considering to be a Jew. So that today in Israel, if you are converting into the Judaism, you can become a Jew, a part of a Jew, an Israeli. So even your DNA is right, you cannot become a Jew today. The Eretz Israel government do not considering you if you have Jewish DNA. The reason why is so many Arabic-speaking tribes also have a J1, and the Muslim people also have a many J2, and the E1b1b in the Northern Africa. So that it probably the reason that does not go after the DNA, but through the conversion. So when it is converted to the Judaism, then you will probably that suppose being a Jew. But let me tell you, E1b1a, those who do not have closer links to the northern Africa, but the sub-Saharan Africans, and they also have the different DNA, but those who have a E haplogroup, because of the Biafra from Igbo tribe, has the history of they find the name engraved into the stone, and that was Genesis chapter 46 verse 16, and the sons of Gad, Ziphion, and Hagi, Shuni, and Isbon, Eri, and Arodi, and Areli. And they find Eri, Arodi, and Areli grieve into the stone. And in a part in Biafra is a coastal, closer to the southern central part of Nigeria. It's called Biafra. And they find that proof that historically they are claiming to be hundreds of years. They're claiming to be their Jewish descent. So it probably started with a Jew, but it's probably that tradition is just kept not as the Jews in Europe restored the books into the writings of the cultural community, because Africa could be more diverse in the culture. If people recognize you as a Jewish, probably that's only you can prove it to be a Jew as a belief system, rather than the religious practice. That's my opinion. But in some way, there is always inherit the cultural tradition is passed down from the family lineage. So all Jews are different from four corners of the world. And the history can be proved, number one. And number two, the Jewish DNA is still not perfectly dividing all 10 lost tribes of Israel, because of the two particular DNA sequences say that the J and I is the Semitic lineage, but others don't. R1A, R1b is not Semitic, or the you can find that the other part of the haplogroup, but because of the group of the society practice the Judaism, and they're taking out from the DNA sequences, then this group are also found to be the Jews, and the DNA matches, and they probably say these are the Jewish haplogroup sequences. What I'm trying to tell you is even J1 is so close to the Arabs that you cannot distinguish between this DNA is Southern Arabic DNA or the Jewish DNA. If you go to Northern Sudan, it's called the Arabs in the Khartoum, and the Nubian. I mean, some Middle Eastern, what you call it African because of they are black, they have the J1. They are most populated in the world, the J1 haplogroup. But my guess and my opinion to tell you, the Nubians were started from E1b1a. Okay? And Isaiah 37 did mention that King Tahaka came from the era, and it came to Egypt, and it fought against Sennacherib in Assyria, and saved Israel and Jerusalem in the time of Hezekiah. But let me tell you, E1b1a, if it is a Nubian, they probably did not even mixing into the Middle East at that time. The Arabic invasion after the 700 AD, the Muslim migrated from Saudi Arabia into Sudan and then mixed into the local population and created the J1. Why then there is not much less than J1 is in Egypt? But most Egyptian people E1b1b. And E1b1b is African. J1 is the Middle Eastern. So that I say earlier, Ephraim and Manasseh were twins. And both were E1b1a and E1b1b. So that God from the tribe of sons of Zilpah, concubine of Leah, the tribe of God. I would say, if you remain in this in tactic that if you claim to be the Josephs, then Joseph is also include God. Because of Joseph is identify all the tribes in the north. Understanding if Biafra tribe of God, even you can say tribe of Joseph, or the tribe of Israel as a tribe of Joseph, because Joseph had 10 tribes. More makes sense today if you go to Israel, the Jews will tell you they are the descendant of tribe of Judah and Benjamin. And when the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom is divided, and the northern kingdom, they started to worship the idol worship, so the Levite left the northern kingdom and came into the southern kingdom, added into the south. So the 3 tribes remain in the south, Levite, Benjamin, and Judah. The rest of the tribe is still wandering and then still not found. So if you remain tactic, in my opinion, not to divide the Jews, why the Jews in the world? Because we are all connected to the one source, Jacob, lineage of Jacob. Okay? Even 4 different mothers, one father. Rachel had Joseph and Benjamin. Then Joseph divided to Ephraim and Manasseh. And Ephraim and Manasseh's mother was the Egyptian. Ephraim and Manasseh's mother was daughter of a priest of On from Egypt. And that's why I said it comes from the E1b1a, E1b earliest way, the A, then E1b1b. Then the concubines, Bilhah, the Rachel's concubine Bilhah, has two sons, Dan and Naphtali. And Dan is always found in Danube River, leading into the Europe's longest river. After they named the river is Danube River. And these tribes went to the west. So all the tribes had different stories after departure from by the Assyrians. 10 lost tribes of Israel. That's why we still talk about the 10 lost tribe. And some tribe of Dan is founded in Ethiopia. And they are the E1b1b. And I think not all Ethiopians are E1b1b, but E1b1a. Okay. So that's my opinion. And if you want you to correct me, leave me the comment. So I will follow up with you. And shalom.